Hello, Rotary family. February is here and a special time to celebrate the birthday of Rotary. Our organization was founded 121 years ago on February 23rd in Chicago, Illinois. Take this opportunity to share with your club this milestone of providing service and doing good in the world since 1905. We also celebrate Peace Building and Conflict Prevention Month in February. It is one of our 7 areas of focus, and it's so important during these challenging times that we work on peace. Our initiatives transform conflicts in communities around the world, create environments where peace can be built and maintained, and fund scholarships for professionals through our Rotary Peace Centers. This month, we feature a new peace project in District 6400. I hope you enjoy. The question for you today is, I understand that your district is working on a peace pole project near the Canadian-US border. And I wonder if you could share, how did that project come about?
Sure, absolutely. It was interesting because when I was able to go along the journey of becoming district governor, when all of a sudden July came along, it was mentioned that you do realize that the Gordie Howe Bridge is likely to open sometime during this year. And for those that maybe aren't familiar, District 6400, of course, is an international district, as many are. It's an international district between southeastern Michigan and southwestern Ontario, primarily Windsor-Essex County. And so we have clubs on both sides of the border, and we've had a long history of, obviously, in our district, of being able to work together and share. Interestingly enough, so does Windsor and Detroit and Ontario and Michigan. And so coming up right now is we're building a new bridge, the Gordie Howe Bridge. So people are very excited about it. It's an additional bridge that will allow us to be able to go back and forth. And the fascinating thing about it as well is that, unlike the current bridge, we will have an opportunity to walk across the bridge, actually, to go to the other country. And so rather than just take a car. So somebody mentioned to me, you do realize the Gordie Howe Bridge? And I said, yeah, we should do something to celebrate. We should do something to celebrate the opening of the Gordie Howe Bridge. And we should do something to celebrate the internationality of our district. And so we thought about it, and somebody mentioned, and I think that should include a peace pole. And so that's what we're doing is we're once the Gordie Howe Bridge is opening or has opened, what we'll do is we're having sort of I guess you could say a ceremony or a celebration where we're going to put peace poles on either side of the border to celebrate not only the opening of the bridge, but to celebrate the internationality of our district and to celebrate and to bring to light, once again, Rotary's commitment to peace.
I love it. I did not realize that the Gordie Howe Bridge was going to have a pedestrian walkway. I did not
Yes.
realize that. That's
Yes, and
awesome.
that's going to be part of it, I'm sure, because people are very excited about walking across or being able to meet in the middle. Yeah.
Absolutely. And to celebrate peace. I love it. So can you share a little bit about the details and the timing of the project?
Sure, sure. So we've been working on it for a little while now. There are some limitations. You can't exactly put a peace pole sort of right at the end of the bridge on either side. But what we've done, and we're very excited about, what we've done is we found parks on both sides of in Windsor and in Detroit. And we've identified parks that where you sit in this park, you have a perfect view of the Gordie Howe Bridge. And it's interesting because both parks on both the Windsor and the Detroit side, on both Canada and US side, these are very, very high traffic areas. The community loves to walk in those parks. And so our plan is what we're going to do is we're going to put a peace pole there. And we're also going to put benches around the peace pole that will face the Gordie Howe Bridge, but we'll also be able to have a place where people can sit and relax. We're also a place where, maybe there's opportunity to discuss and to look at the poll and think about peace and what does peace mean. We're also hoping that maybe some of the schools, there can be some educational components of it as well, where people can, where school children and some of the students can come out and it starts to create a dialogue about peace. And the timing of it, right now, what we're doing, the timing of it is a little bit up in the air because originally the Gordie Howe Bridge was scheduled to open in the fall of 2025. And so that's been delayed somewhat. And so we are hearing that it's going to open in the sometime during 2026, but they don't necessarily have an exact date yet. But that hasn't stopped us from working on this. And so what we're doing is we're working with both the city of Detroit and the city of Windsor, and we're doing final touches on the pricing and the amount of money it's going to take to do that. And then once the bridge opens, then we're ready.
That's wonderful. And what a great way to collaborate with your community.
It is.
Not just
Yeah.
the Rotary clubs, but the cities. And do I understand there's other districts working with you on this as well?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we're looking at is, of course, we've got the Rotary Action Group for Peace, right? We've got the Great Lakes chapter that just recently formed. And so they've been in touch with us. And we were like, well, absolutely. The districts that are involved in that, like, let's join in and be able to do this together. So certainly, we're going to welcome, those districts. But really, when it comes down to actually the unveiling of the peace poles and being able to, commemorate the benches and the like, anybody and everybody is invited because, for Rotary, we know that peace is such an important area of focus. But, given the times we're experiencing right now, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to bring communities together to also talk about peace as well.
It definitely is. People will enjoy coming together to celebrate that. Is there anything else you'd like to share about this project?
I don't think so. I mean, thanks. There's so many people in our Rotary clubs right now from both sides of the border that are working together on this, and we're very excited about it. I think it's just stay tuned because we will eventually have sort of a date. We're hoping at sometime in the spring or the summer when we have really nice weather, and then we'll certainly invite people out to be able to the unveiling of the peace pole and to be able to enjoy that and it's a legacy, but it's a legacy not only for Rotary and for our district, but it's a legacy to commemorate the fact that we never lose sight of the internationality of our district, but also of the friendships that we've had for hundreds of years between Michigan and Ontario and Detroit and Windsor specifically, and we know that we want to continue that.
I love it. What a special project. Linda, I really appreciate you taking the time to share today, and we look forward to hearing when you're going to actually have the unveiling of those peace poles and that celebratory event. That'll be fun.
Absolutely. And thank you. Thanks for giving me the time to talk a little bit about it.
Absolutely. And thank you for your leadership this year.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Take care, Linda.
Thank you. Bye now.